Hey everyone, welcome to round 5 for OCE Racing League 2. It's your host here, Jules, and we're about to take you through the quick intro of our race. As you can see, it's Austria, Red Bull Ring. You can see all the sector 1, 2, and 3. You'll have 3 DRS detection zones in the main straight, the second straight from turn 1 to 3, and then turn 3 to 4. The DRS zones, all these elevation changes in Styria. Now we'll go on a quick hot lap video of the race, which was held by Big Jim this week. He'll be doing it in the Williams car. So as you can see, it takes turn 1 nice. You're gonna cut the curb just a little bit, but he did get a little bit of a wheel spin, which sent him a little bit short into the out of the corner exit. Brake nice and late into turn 3, get the rotation of the car, open up for the second DRS of the circuit. Holds a nice, keep a nice tight line, brake roughly at the 100-meter board into turn 4. As you come in, you've got the quick right-hander, got to brake down into gear 4, gear 5, depending on the aero package you're carrying around. Then into gear 5 just here, as he holds it nice and well, nice and tight. Stay as wide as you can, try to brake at the 50-meter board, carry the speed through gear 6. And that is the lap of Austria as he completes it in the Williams car. Now we're just waiting on the drivers to ready up, and we should hopefully have everyone ready to go fairly shortly. So we just one moment. And Joel, joining us sorry, my bad as well. Joining us today in today's Combox, you guys should be able to speak now, is Dartags. Dartags, you're back here again. Welcome.
Yes, probably the first time I'm done back-to-back weekends.
It is, isn't it? It is back-to-back, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, the last race was really, really good.
So, it was really good. It was chaotic, very chaotic, but without a doubt was a terrific, terrific race. And next to join in our combox is Tier 1 racer, Peanuts. Are you there?
Hello there.
Hello there. Welcome back to the combox. Actually, even for you, it's been a little while since for the Tier 2 combox.
It does. I've been watching from the comfort of the Twitch app for a while, and it's been definitely a while since I've been here, and it's really nice to be back in this commentary box.
It's great to have you back. Great to have you back. Finally got both of you guys together as well, actually. Even this has been a while since the three of us are together. So, got the old commentary team back in for Tier 2. So, but Peanuts, you know what it's like to drive around here. What are you thinking? What's gonna take from the drivers?
Well, for sure, there's gonna be a lot of overtakes, as you know, Austria. Everywhere is an overtaking opportunity. So it's quite interesting because qualifying might be key, but the racing itself is big of a deal compared to qualifying.
Yeah. Dartags, what's your thoughts as a commentator's perspective, to be honest?
Yeah, actually, this is one of my favorite tracks because it just allows for such close racing, especially through like the first sector. Because it's basically the first part is all 90-degree corners, so you're able to stick with the guy in front. And then on the the second sector is the one with all the long apex, so that's where you can go around the outside, up the inside. So it really promotes quite good racing, and also it's a pretty fun track to drive around. It's quite quick. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we get a bang of a race again.
Yeah, I for sure we will. I think the one problem that'll be very similar to what we had in Monaco is it's a short track and traffic will be key. Will be really key around here because like Monaco, this track is almost a minute long. Like it's we're looking at what, a minute 4 roughly for qualifying for one of the quickest laps, maybe even a minute 3 in the minute 3s. So Monaco was, I think the quickest time we had was a 109, 9 I think it was. So very short track, and traffic will, as you can see, there's only what Not even, there's just over half the grid out in track, and you can see them all piling around the track on the map. So it'll be key to find some space, as I think Jay Miles is out on a pair of intermediates. Is that correct? No, he's on mediums. That's definitely not correct. So as a Hyro Slick stream ending, yes, that was my bad. Unfortunately, I had some keys mixed up for OBS, unfortunately, and I accidentally clicked the wrong key. So that was definitely my fault. But on board with the man who was supposed to be on the intermediates is now on the mediums. So Jay Miles or Jay Miller for this round. He's gone a little bit deep, no invalidation, but he's bailed out of it immediately. So unlucky. I Love Controller also invalidating his lap. We're missing a bit of audio. There we go. Okay, should be all fine. I think you guys should be able to hear the game audio now. So I think that was also cut out. But Peanuts, what do you think? What do you think the time will be for pole around here? For tier 2 mainly. Not so much for tier 1, for tier 2.
Tier 2, it's pretty rough to give a prediction, but I would give around low trees, and we might see high twos maybe, if someone can pull it off. We don't know. Tier 2 is so competitive in my eyes, and anything could happen really. It's that unpredictable. And I've seen from practices, Oreo has been strong, and so does I Love Controller. So
Yeah, I Love Controller's been on fire around here. As sorry viewers for the we'll be right back. I'm just waiting on Pay to get back in. Unfortunately, he's been kicked out of the game, but I think he might be having some issues with his game, unfortunately. Peanuts, are you able to find out what is going on with Pay right now for me?
let me check on him.
Right off the bat, we see Oreo of the 103.8.
So there we go, our first driver in the 103.
Straight in, yeah. So imagine that's without all the track evolution and stuff. So
yeah, for
step out the gate is a very, very strong.
Yeah, for sure, Dartax. I mean, look, I was just about to say, even the one driver I actually missed out was Oreo's been sublime around here over practice during the week. He's actually been close. He's been pretty close to even us tier 1 drivers during the week. So there's it's going to be, this is the one chance. What I forgot to mention is actually a big thing. There's no Wolfman this weekend.
Yeah, we are gonna have a new race winner.
Definitely.
Straight up, because he is enjoying a little bit of a vacation, so he will not be joining us.
No, he won't be. So he's in. Where did he say he was? Actually, I forgot where he caught. He's in the Gold Coast, I think, right now on a bit of a vacation. I think. Might be wrong on that one. He'll probably tell me so later on if I got that one wrong. But yeah, we're definitely Wolfman's won the first 4 races, which was Baku. What did we have after? We had Netherlands, then Monaco, and now what did I miss in there? Oh, China. So he won. So Baku, so Azerbaijan, China, Netherlands, Monaco. So he's won all 4 of the first 4 races. Obviously, this is round 5.
Oh, okay, hold up. Sorry. Sector 3. That's been a huge accident.
Who is this?
It is definitely Raihan's fault. Raihan? Is that how you pronounce it?
Raihan?
Yeah.
And it's Walko. Yeah, so basically Raihan has a broken front wing and he tried to get out of the way at the penultimate corner. So when he was coming back on track, he didn't check on the right, and I think Walko was on flying lap or something, so he just slammed straight, like T-boned him.
Jeez. That may result in a penalty later on for Raihan, but again, we have to see from Guackle's view later on in the stewards room for tomorrow. But
Big news, Raihan has got 2 grid penalties.
has he
One
really?
with the M-Dog and the other one was with Guackle. So that's 10 positions for him.
That's interesting because I'm not seeing anything from my angle, so whether I'm having a bit of a glitch, I don't know. As Guackle gets his way out of the way for Hokkien. So Peanuts.
Bit of a broken wing there.
Yeah, Peanuts. Any news on Pay?
Hey, not so much. I can't get in touch with him yet.
Okay.
Seems
Surely he's around somewhere.
working on it.
As we are on board with Mad Dog, who seems to be 3 seconds down, so I don't think this is a lap for Sector 1. It looks like he's going for it, but it does say he's 3 seconds down, so interesting, interesting. We'll find out what his Sector 2 time is very shortly.
Are we warming up his ties?
As Biggles, good day, welcome Biggles. Nice to have you back actually watching. It's been a little while, Biggles, so great to have you back. Zox, Quackle for pole, potentially. After the incident with Rayhan, that wouldn't have helped his chances, but never know. As we've got,
Mad Dog Pits. Yep.
yeah, he definitely wasn't on a hot lap. So we are on board with Slide
Z-Dog
Off
is
right now.
going really, really slowly.
Who's this?
He popped up the side of the track. Z-Dog.
He is going extraordinarily slowly. Has he
What
run
is
out of
going on?
fuel, or is he just doing his absolute best to keep out of the way? I mean, it's great that he's trying to keep out of the way, but
Extreme.
it is just a little bit extreme.
Alright, he's heading into the pits.
So now we're on board with I Love Controller. We'll be going on another flying lap. Nice into turn 1. Little bit of a back end trying to get away from him. Might have a little bit too much rotation in the car. We'll definitely know from turn 3 here. Yeah, it looks like the back end's not keeping up with him.
Just a little bit of understeer there, just pushed him off the apex, so he didn't really clip it exactly, and that's going to cost a little bit of time down the straight, but it's still a decent lap from him.
So far, yeah.
Go down to third gear. Huge lockup, the inside front, which is expected because you are braking and turning, and it is downhill over there, so it's very, very easy to do. Let's see how his Sector 2 time is.
He's up, just
Up.
under 10th. Just under a 10th, so not looking too bad. You're right about the turn 4 braking downhill. You've got to really try and focus on trying to brake in a straight line, because that's what it is. He did lose, yeah.
Oh, he's off the track, yeah.
Validated. That's yeah. When it comes to he was 4/10ths up too, so that's a real shame.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look, you've got to really tell your brain to not turn in while braking, because that's where you get the lockups, unfortunately. So if you can brake in a straight line, you'll be alright, as I Love Controller is up 1.5 tenths, but I think his lap is definitely invalidated once again, because he's still red on the map.
Indeed he is. And he's still the only driver that splits the 4 dogs in the field.
Oh, yes. He's in between, so you got the M Dog, Mad Dog, the Z Dog, and Sly Dog, so...
Alaballs is in the flying lap right now. He's 2/10 up on his time.
Yes, he is. It's quite interesting, actually, because the M Dog and Mad Dog are the sons of Z Dog and Sly Dog, so... Both sons beating the fathers. There's the bragging rights for the M Dog and Mad Dog.
I Love Controller goes again.
Who is that going to turn 1? They've gone way off, trying to get out of the way. They have, and it looks like I Love Controller going once again. 6 minutes to
backed
go.
off.
Pardon?
He backed off.
Yeah, he backed off. He got off the accelerator.
I think it was Sly Dog who may have affected him a little bit.
Just put him off a bit, yeah.
So I think we
He's
may
using a
have.
cool down lap. Z-Dog looks like he's on flyer. Clips the yellow curb a little bit, that bounces his car off. But pretty decent first sector so far. Now it's all about the braking into turn 3, a 10th up on his time. Oh, a little bit of a lockup, but able to clip the apex pretty well and gets on the power a bit late. We'll see how sector 2 works. He does have a little bit of traffic coming up in front. I think it's Alaballs in front. Oh, small lockup again from another driver here. Turn 4 is really difficult for these drivers right now. You can see it, they're struggling on it.
It is.
Turns in, he does have traffic in front. Alaballs gets out of the way. Flips the inside curve well, now turns to the outside. That pretty well done there. Clips both apexes. Could have gone a little bit wider on the exit to get that speed, but pretty decent. This part was really good. Oh, clips the apex beautifully there on the last corner. Comes across the line with a 1:04.1. Puts him in 3rd place.
Well done to Emda. I'm just on board with Mad Dog right now, who is up in Sector 1. He's 2.5 tenths up in Sector 2. Where's that put him? Puts it on 1:03.9. It's all up to what his Sector 3 will be. Let's be on board with him as he takes that second last corner nicely. Last corner scrubbed off a little bit of spin. I think that will cost him a little bit. What's his end result? 1:03.9. Puts himself up in 2nd place. Well done, Mad Dog.
The only other driver in a sub 1:04.
So, excellent stuff there. Excellent stuff.
Still unable to challenge Oreo.
As I think we've got to do another invite, unfortunately. As seems like a couple of the drivers are having a bit of connection issues. They seem to be kept getting kicked out of the lobby, which is a bit unfortunate.
Oh, Rayhan just went off the track again. Well, I think he broke too late. He's not having a good qualifying session.
No, I did see a 5-place grid penalty for him just
He
before.
almost slammed into Slydog. Sorry to cut you off, but he came onto the track again just as Slydog went to the inside, and then he turned into him.
Okay, no, that makes sense. And no worries at all. If you need to cut me off, it's all good. So things happen so fast here that unfortunately there's no time to just say sorry. Can you wait one moment? It's now.
Right, hon.
So
This car's definitely not liking this track at all.
no, I don't think he's got a proper set. I don't think he's dialed into his setup, unfortunately. So are on board with Slydog, who's going to
Kiwi
complete.
just spun on his outlap.
That's not what you want to do. And Slydog has invalidated it, so he's going to have an invalidation next lap. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to complete this lap. That's a shame. With 3 minutes to go, he's probably going to need to back off, and I think he's realised that. Who else?
I think generally the field today is pretty decent getting out of each other's way. We haven't seen much of the major blocking that we saw in Monaco, which is... I mean, Monaco is the track where you're going to get the most, as we saw yesterday too. But
Yeah.
not bad from these drivers so far. They're keeping it pretty clean.
Indeed. And Slydog is now under pressure to keep up with the other dogs. Gotta step up the game.
Quick draws on a flying lap. 2 tenths up. This time that will put him around 9th. See, quick draw goes 10th, yeah. Decent lap from him.
Not bad kick draw, actually, as Zorombo Zarko. This is his 2nd race in a row. So, the rookie, still a rookie. This is his first season. So, what's his Sector 2? A 44.7. I think that's going to put him in the 103s. Where, I don't know, but he's 2 tenths up his original time.
Let's have a little bit of traffic in front. The dirty air could cost him, but a pretty decent penultimate corner. Clips the inside apex very well in the last corner there. Gets DRS wide open, gets a little bit of a toe to the line, 104.4.
Yeah, so I think Sector 3 was a little bit slower. But yeah, not a bad time from Zarko. As
Controller goes fastest.
I loved he does go fastest. Just. Oreo, I assume, would be out sometime soon with a minute 33 to go.
I love controller went faster by 7 milliseconds. That's how close it is.
Yeah, these two have been on it all as Oreo is coming out right now. He's seen it and he's going, no way am I letting I Love Controller steal my thunder. Wolfman's not here and I'm the one that wants to beat this race. This is his chance to catch
This
Wolfman.
is one race where pole is not as important as it was in the last race, so we could always see if those in 2nd, 3rd just come back to bite them, because in the end they do have to just tuck in behind the guy in pole position through the first corner, then they get really good.
It's true. It's trtrue. Viewers, actually, let us know who you think will be up for pole. I Love Controller. Will Oreo snatch it at the end, or do you think someone else will snatch pole? Let us know in the comments, as I'd like to see what your thoughts are. I know a couple of T1 drivers are watching. Zox, I can see your last comment. So couple of T1 drivers are watching. But let us know your thoughts. Who you think? What do we think? Out to you, Dust Eggs and Peanuts.
Yeah, interestingly, idle controller just went faster, is it?
Yes, he does. He goes up
Right.
by 3
Almost
tenths.
3/10, yeah.
So he's
His first sector was almost a tenth quicker than Oreo. And his middle sector was 2/10 quicker, so yeah, that's exactly where he gained it.
well,
You're
Oreos.
on what with Oreo now?
Yeah, it's now or never for Oreo. Let's ride on board the man who,
That's one delta.
if he does get, and that who is there? Oh, Avance is right in the way. He's been blocked.
He has no time. He has no time for another lap.
That, I believe, will be looked at later on. I think that may have affected Guackle too, but Guackle picking up the toe from Oreo. Oreo's backed out. So, I Love Controller will get pole, unless Z-Dog has anything to say about it, who I think is also on a lap, but we're on board with Guackle right now. He was 2.2 up, and I think that was due to having some issues earlier with Rayhan, I believe it was.
I don't think he got a proper lap time in yet, so yeah, 29 seconds behind. Oh, the white is
Just,
doesn't invalidate his lap.
oh man, that was
How we get
millimeters.
none of that, yeah.
Absolute millimeters.
Decent, he is on the medium tires, that's I guess max he could do, but 11th place will get a free tire choice, so he could have gone a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I think that mistake in the last two corners is what did it. As I think Shadow and Albons are done. They're coming in the pits now, so that marks qualifying. I think Kiwi's the last driver to come around. So it's up to what Kiwi can do. He's on it. I don't know what his sector, first and second sector has been like.
He's a 10th down on his time.
It's all about
But
sector
that was
3.
a really good last corner, yeah.
Ooh, nice. He's just improved. He's kept the
Right.
6th.
What, 100th of a second, yeah.
Pretty much. So
Decent enough.
that sector 3, he did make it up. Sector 3 is what gave him the chance. So, well done, Kiwi. Another top 10 qualifying, so you'd be happy with that. Oreo will be absolutely furious with Albons. Alaboz, I should say. So, what I forgot to mention, viewers, so Alaboz and Rayhan, two debuts for them. So, well, debutants, I should say, making their debut. These French words get me mixed up. But, as we can see, I Love Controller, a pole position. This, I think, is his second pole position, too. So, well done to I Love Controller. Oreo in second, but there's not much between these two. Mad Dog in third, Z-Dog fourth, M-Dog fifth, Kiwi sixth, Sly Dog seventh, Zarko eighth, Quickdraw ninth, J Miller or J Miles 10th, Alaboz 11th, Guackle 12th, Pay in 13th, Shadow 14th, Hockey in 15th, and Rayhan with also 10 place grid penalty rounds out our 16 drivers.
Yeah, interestingly, we saw Kiwi's last sector that he's the fastest by any, like, compared to anyone else by like half a tenth in the final sector.
Oh, wow. It's raining.
Is it raining?
It's coming down.
Right, if these guys knew this, then that would explain why we didn't go into the low 103s.
You know, I was just actually saying in the general chat, we haven't had a rainy session in practice, and here we go.
You cursed it.
I didn't curse it. It just seems to be how this game seems to go. If you don't have a wet session through practice all the week, the session on the race day is wet. If you have a dry session, if you don't have a dry session all week, you have a dry session for the race. Like it seems to be reverse psychology, I believe.
It is what it is.
So, everyone getting ready. I think now will be a good time as I actually do want to see what the tyres. They're all starting on intermediates, so it's not too wet, but wet enough. As we will go through last race, the race results from earlier. So,
oh, a lot of people are disqualified.
so
From the...
yeah, I
Oh,
see four people disqualified right now. Sorry, viewers, as we cut away because we want to see. We do want to see the race results of last weekend at Monaco. So Wolfman came away with the win. I Love Controller in second. J Miles gets his first podium in OCE Racing League 2. So those were the race results of last week's Monaco Grand Prix. We had 3 retirements. An interesting race, a very, very interesting race, where we had 3 safety cars in the space of 9 laps. So it was a big race. I do recommend after this watch giving the Monaco Grand Prix a watch, because it was insane. We go look at the current standings. You can see Wolfman leading with 246 points. If you don't know, we have changed our point system if you're new to watching our league. So there is 60 points for a race win, 3 for pole position, and 3 for fastest lap. So you see Wolfman not racing gives I Love Controller, Oreo, Guackle, the guys in 2nd, 3rd and 4th, a chance to close down. Now Guackle being in 12th is going to be a lot harder, whereas I Love Controller and Oreo in 1st and 2nd. So it's close between that 2nd, 3rd and 4th, and it's all going to come down to who finishes where, but you can see the drivers who have been disqualified off the formation lap. We will get back into the race as you can see I Love Controller pulling up into his grid box. You can see the rest of the field. Where is Rayhan? The game would have taken control. It has by now, and it's glitching a little bit into pay.
Weather update, Jules. The rain is going to last up to 5 minutes only.
Really now? So these guys will just have to put up with it. I can imagine turn 1 is going to be somewhat crazy. So long as everyone's able to keep it clean. Yeah, so long as everyone's able to keep it clean, they will survive. 5 lights are out. I Love Controller's gone. Where is everybody else? Not moving. I Love Controller's left the session. What has happened? Oreo gone. Peanuts, you may need to re-invite I Love Controller, as I can see. Who is that? The Z-Dog might have gone round. No, he's kept it. Just.
Oh, someone's back.
Front wings, Pay, I think it is going left, right, and center. Oh, man. The biggest winner, oh my god, and I cannot believe it, is Guackle. Guackle's gone up to 5th place. What a start. What a start. Oh, J Miles. What is happening out? Anything else? No one slammed into each other. Pay looks like he's longside Hockey. Hockey's almost dropped it too. I Love Controller is going round. He's still there.
Shadow dropped in the exit of turn 3 there.
As we're just on board with an M-Dog right now who's hunting down Oreo. You can see the biggest winner, Mr. Guackle, or Guaccinated as he likes to be called now that he's been vaccinated by COVID-19, or his partner has been vaccinated by COVID-19, I should say. So he's free to leave the house after spending almost a year and a half in it. Yellow flags going around the circuit. Peanuts, have you got I Love Controller on Steam?
I'm not friends with him, trying to get in right now.
Okay. Struggling. I can see Shadow is stopped on track. He is coming through Sector 2 now. But as I said, it's all about survival. If you can get... is it just me? No, the rain is still coming down.
Now it says it's in 10 minutes. Not 5 minutes.
Interesting. The gap between Oreo and I Love Controller is coming down a bit. As we might need to quickly invite I Love Controller as fast as we can. Being sent. So I Love Controller should be able to come back in because Oreo is closing him down very, very quickly.
That is slow on the first sector.
Yeah.
One of them.
Who's this? Sorry.
Shadow.
Shadow.
Yeah. He lost an MP.
He's struggling in this wet weather. He's terribly struggling in this wet weather. Oreo right on the back of I Love Controller right now. I'm assuming I Love Controller will be back in very soon. Oreo does pop in a purple sector. Ooh, what's going on here? I Love Controller's come back in at a really strange time. Oh, big tap. It's given the M-Dog a chance and a run. Also a Oreo, I believe. You can see Mad Dog not far away from this too. Oh, I Love Controller's going for a dive. M-Dog's left in the room. I Love Controller, I think, thinks better of it. So now that Isle of Control is coming back in, we should be able to see what he's able to do. Dartags, any news for us?
Nothing so far. I don't know if it was just my screen, but we did have yellow flags in Sector 2 for a while, although there was no car over there, so that was a little bit odd.
I think Shadow's in the pits right now, so it could have been that. He may have lost a front wing, potentially. He's really struggling in these wet weather conditions. I'd really love to see Shadow has retired from this race, so he's done that in the pits, which will be fine because he won't be able to. The AI won't rejoin, or I don't think it'll rejoin the track, but I can be wrong. As I think Sly Dog's lost it. No, he's there. Who is that? That's stationary right now. It's Rayhan.
Yep.
He's going very slowly. So he's dropped it somewhere. I'd really love to see Guackle start, to be honest, from his angle, because he's made up 7 spots.
J Miles going on Sly Dog was up the inside into turn 3. Breaks later 2, gets the inside line. Yeah, gets very good overtake there.
J Miles was it? Where is J Miles? He's in 6th place. So Mr. Podium from last race. Mr. 3rd place podium. He's thereabouts. Whether he can grab another podium is up to him. But that gap between Isle of Control down to 7 tenths from Oreo, from the M-Dog, and M-Dog only 9 tenths now from Oreo. So the front 3, less than 2 seconds apart. And then a little bit of a gap back to Mad Dog.
This has got to be the longest that we've seen nobody get a penalty yet.
You're absolutely right, because especially Austria is incredibly difficult to not get a penalty. Yeah, as J Miles has left the session. Peanuts. Yeah, Peanuts. Have you got J Miles as a friend or no?
I hope I do.
Because then you'll need to read.
He thought about going up the inside to turn 1.
He's got him.
Oh, he does just shove J Miles AI off there, so I guess that works.
Yeah, Kiwi's got him too.
He's swarm now. Yeah.
Kiwi's right there with him. I should probably go on board with him. He's going on the inside, but J Miles' AI is just holding in.
Yeah, just shoving him off because he's not actually driving, right? So
yeah.
He doesn't care.
Peanuts, have you
and
got?
rightly so. If he does get disconnected, nothing he can do.
My bad.
No, it's all good. If you don't have him, I'll need to do it then. I probably should right now, just quickly while I can. Hopefully he's still in, J Miles.
M-Dog, 2 tenths behind Oreo, closing in. Oh, gets a tank up on the penultimate corner, the exit, yeah.
He's very close.
He does lose a little bit of time.
Who is that dropping down?
Z-Dog.
It is Z-Dog. Z-Dog going very slowly. He's missing bits of his front wing. Kiwi too. Kiwi's okay. I think Z-Dog must have tried something. He's now in the pits. That's a real shame because, as you can see, there's no more rain.
It's raining up.
No rain, but it's still pretty wet on the track. You can see the spray, and Oreo just got a little bit wide. Isle of Control is right behind him.
Actually, Isle of Controller jumped M-Dog. We've missed that in the Kiwi Z-Dog fiasco. Isle of Controller coming at Oreo now. Now that the track is drying up.
It's all about who can react the quickest to getting that dry line, because once I think most of the time it's when they get notification that DRS is enabled. That's when J-Mouse is back, yeah, so that's when people normally switch over. But if anybody can jump that little bit and just head into the pits, you gain so much time because of that. It could really change the race.
It's true. As you can see, M-Dog very close to the back of Isle of Controller, under 7 tenths now. Also, Sly Dog is very close to Guackle. He's alongside. That would have been very, very brave to go alongside Guackle there, especially in the wet. In the dry, it's incredibly brave.
Let alone in the wet. That ballsy if he pulls that off.
Yeah, it is. But as you can see, Sly Dog very close to Guackle. Guackle has done an amazing job jumping up from 12th to 5th. As J Miles, I believe, is very close to the back of Zarko. He's right there. He's gotten back into it very quickly.
He's in the zone now. About to get Zarko. Should be easy in the straights.
Gonna go on the inside. He's taken to the inside. Closes the door on Zarko. Zarko does leave him the room. Well
Clean
taken.
racing for both of them. Yeah.
Great. Oh, bit of a slide there too, out of the traction. As you can see that the
That
track
helped Zarko.
did a bit.
He's still losing time, yeah.
But who else is very close? I think Pei is getting closer to the back of Kiwi. But also Slydog is getting closer to the back of Guackle. So a lot of action happening right now as the track is beginning to dry up. Guackle's gone wide. Oh wow, that's sent him out of shape. Slydog's taken him straight then and there.
He takes it.
Napping, didn't he? Yeah.
Yellow
flags. That's Pei. That's Pei.
It is Pei. What's going on here? He's going very, very slowly.
He's spun, I assume.
Yeah, I think so. He's missing his front right end plate, so I believe he's either hit someone or something. As Kiwi's in the pit. And I think it might have been Kiwi, to be honest. It's too early for dry tyres. Oh no. He's actually going for dry tyres.
He's going for dries.
That's interesting to me. So he's going to be the guinea pig.
He's making a bet over here. Definitely ballsy. Have a look on him.
Well, keep an eye on. I will go to tyre right now. So keep an eye. Even Pei's going for the hards. Now that's going to struggle for a little while because the track temperature, the hards don't like colder temperatures. So that's going to struggle for quite some time. Rayhan also in the pits now. Oreo is going into the pits.
Going into the pits.
I love
and is either following him.
He has. Oh, and the M-Dog. Mad Dog's the only one that's decided to continue. Oh wow, this is a battle of the pit stops.
DRS has been enabled, so this opens up the opportunities.
Dozens of Oreo's being held up. Oh no! He is. He's been held up. He's been jumped by I Love Controller and M-Dog. Oh wow, and he's had a penalty. He's had to serve. I think because that took ages. That's killed him.
That's either a penalty or just the animation reset, because on the race director he did not have any penalty.
That's killed him. Oh wow.
He's done it. Super mad from this.
6 seconds.
What was in front of him? Was it quick draw? I think it was quick draw, wasn't it? In his pit box?
No, quick draw's just gone to the pits now. I think it may have been Rayhan.
That is so unlucky that they just decide to clump you together with another driver.
But that's the thing about multiplayer cars. You don't know who's in your pit box. It's the one, as you can see, M-Dog Albon's really struggling on the inters now. It's the one thing with multiplayer cars. You don't know who's your teammate until the time of. So
Slydog's going for another lap.
Slydog, is he really? Mad Dog is in the pits. You can see Hokkien making the move on Pei. Pei probably struggling on those hards. Hokkien on the softs.
Very close to I Love Controller right now at 10. Backs off into the first corner. I Love Controller goes deep, goes wide, goes off the track. M-Dog should get him here.
Yeah.
He can tuck in for the slipstream just now, but not anymore, as he gets a much better run. Goes up the inside. Can he get it done? He can get it done.
Outbrakes himself though.
Wide on the exit, yep. And either controller takes position back.
Because Rayhan has retired.
See the difference in tires too, yeah. So you can see either controller on mediums, M-Dog on softs, Mad Dog mediums, Zarko on hards, as you said.
Yeah, they're going to struggle for a little bit. Those hard drivers on the hard tire. Look, they will go to the end of the race, but for the first, particularly with this drying track, temperature coming back in, I think, and honestly, the mediums would have been the best choice because remember, with the colder track, tire wear is less. So, look, we won't know until we get to lap 30 what's going to happen in terms of hards and mediums, but I think the mediums would have been the smart play. I Love Controller is going to have to do...
Wide again.
Yeah, he
He
is.
goes right in the exit of turn 1 again, so now that allows Mad Dog to, the M Dog, sorry, to close up to him. He could get DRS out of turn 3 here. Let's look at the exits.
Looks
Decent
decent.
exit. Out of control did get off the line a little bit better, so he does gain time actually on M Dog. So much better exit for out of controller.
Yeah, I think Ori is a little bit closer to Mad Dog than M Dog was closer to I Love Controller. Ori is going to go for it. Thinks better of
Lock up
it.
from Mad Dog.
I think it was a block up from Oreo too, so it was 2 lockups from 2 drivers. So I think these guys on the softs are thinking to go soft, whereas the guys on the mediums are thinking to go the whole way. I think the soft might be the way to go, because the difference between the tires is about a sec, or 8/10 to a second.
Mad Dog is
Oreo
ahead.
close to Mad Dog again, yeah.
Yeah, he's very close.
Area. I Love Controller setting the pace with a 107.
Remember, once the M Dog is released, I Love Controller will not be able to keep up. If you can hold on to him for another 4 or 5 laps, it'll be fine. As you see Oreo making that move, M Dog, see you later.
Yeah, easy move with DRS assistance there. Walko and Slydog are fighting for position for 6th place. Looks like Slydog got past Walko, but Walko's coming back at him here. Slydog does have DRS though. Can he make a late lunge? Goes to the inside.
Thinks about it.
No. Slydog able to stay ahead.
Both drivers on the medium tire. Guackle will get DRS. Guackle goes to the outside. Slydog late shift. There we go. Slydog's come back at him.
Right side, lock up.
Is it going to be an Albon Hamilton? No, Slydog's left in the room. Wow, look at that drive from Slydog. And I think that's just due to the dry line not being being drier than not the line. So the track must be still somewhat wet.
Slydog gets a 3-second penalty.
That's going to hurt.
So if he wants to win this race, he has to go in front of Out of Controller and build a 3-second lead by the end of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, he definitely will. You can see him getting closer, down to 6/10.
He's being stuck behind Out of Controller. I think he's not able to find a way past, because Out of Controller is keeping the car positioned perfectly and keeping just enough pace to stay in front.
Yeah. I mean, look, the softs has only been on for 3 laps, so I'm estimating probably about 15% tyre wear for the softs is roughly what you'll get after 3 laps. Those softs will be good for another 4 laps maybe, before they'll start to really lose traction.
And after that, it's all just nursing.
Yeah, so we know they can go about 14 laps, so it'll be touch and go, but I think... Look, it's going to come down to math later.
When does it not?
It's true. So I feel like the M Dog is in a good position. I mean, look, even when he makes a stop, it's probably going to lose about 18 seconds. He'll get that back just due to pace alone compared to the old mediums. So it all depends on how quickly M Dog can get past I Love Controller, or how long I Love Controller can keep M Dog behind him.
All you know, it could be that once M-Dog pits, Out of Controller heads into the pits, puts on softs. You know, so...
Then it's an even
I
battle.
don't know, to me, I would think Out of Controller is in a better position, so we'll see how it goes, we'll see who's right.
It's true. Look, there's so many different ways people are coming at this Grand Prix, so we will find out. Guackle's almost hit the back of Slydog. That was so close. I wouldn't have imagined more than a couple millimeters in that. Peanuts, any news on your front?
Not much, but I'm worried that the Mad Dog has to push even harder, as he has a 3-second penalty. If he wants to take the lead, he better pack up quick.
He does. I know I Love Controller has been known to get a couple of penalties here and there after some of the practice sessions, so... Look, it's only lap 15. We still not even halfway through this race yet. There's still heaps of time, mistakes to come. As Squackle gets very wide, pretty much on the grass in turn 1. He's pushing for all his width.
And as you may know here, penalties are a big factor.
Yeah, it's massive around.
It will come to bite hard. I mean, in Austria, it's big, but in other tracks too, it's a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can see it's suddenly become a lot more sunny, so that's going to raise the track temperature a little bit. So if they are on worn softs, they are going to start to overheat and degrade even faster. So we'll see how much pace they can actually keep, because I'm pretty sure the M-Dog does not want to stay behind out of controller. That's costing him tire and time.
He's falling back. It's now 1.8 seconds. I think those softs are starting to say no thank you, no more.
They've had enough.
I
They've
think
given
so.
up now.
I think so. Although Oreo is closing in on the M-Dog, so maybe M-Dog took too much time out of too much life out of his tires. So that's always a potential possibility. As you can see, Oreo has halved the gap from when he got held up in the pits. It's now 2.9 seconds to 3 seconds now
He goes
to...
up the inside. Sorry to cut you off, but he goes up the inside. He gets the position. Is he going to go wide again? He locks up a little bit, but stays on the apex. Blocks off Slydog this time. But Slydog does get DRS, so he's going to come back at him. Looks like
Yeah,
he's just a little bit too far back. Yeah, Guaco keeps the position, so good. He finally built himself up to get the position.
yeah, it was a great overtake from Guackle. I actually do want to bring up, Guackle did tell me, his new livery, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. He's a flashy livery. I must admit, it's quite nice.
Man. Looks fresh.
It is fresh.
Yeah.
He likes to be
Nice.
fresh.
Does.
Ooh, Slydog gone very wide, and that got him a 3-second time penalty. But
That's
Slydog,
just going to help Guaco now.
yeah, Slydog is not resting on that loss of position. He's trying to come back at it. So I feel like this is going to be a race-long battle between these two.
Goes a little wide on the exit, but does get DRS and slipstream. Using, he has no ERS, that's the thing. He has 0% ERS. But he still gets the position, yeah.
Just due to
But Guaco could
DRS.
try and do a
Oh!
spin. Guaco spins.
That's a shame. What? There we go. He's just reset the track.
Resets, yeah.
He's been taken
So
by
Kiwi
Kiwi
also
too.
dumps him now. Yeah, Guaco just got a little bit too punchy in the accelerator there. Just tried to get off the line too quickly, and the car just said nope and just spun him around.
Pretty much. You know what's even more interesting? J Miles is now a second behind Mad Dog. That gap has been coming down very, very fast. So for some drivers, they're making these softs last incredibly well, but some drivers are not at all. Like M-Dog is now 2.6 seconds behind IF Controller, but J Miles has been closing down Mad Dog lap after lap, and same tire life as M-Dog, but he's just coming at Mad Dog. I feel like it's just purely down to setup. Some drivers maybe have too much camber on, I believe. Or toe, for that matter. But around here, I'm assuming it would be too much camber. There's not enough right-handed turns to have toe on. It's usually the camber that you would set up.
Mad Dog with the lockup goes a little bit wide on the exit of turn 4. That just closes the gap even more. So J-Miles right on the gearbox off Mad Dog in front of him.
We have a yellow flag.
Yeah, yellow flags in sector 2.
Oh,
Fuck
It's
yeah.
Kiwi, I think.
Kiwi, yes, he did lose a place to Guackle, so I'm assuming he's done something not great. But he's got Albon's right on the back of him too, and I think Albon's getting very close as Guackle's got a time penalty, 3 seconds, and Kiwi just lets Albon's go. J Miles getting very close to the back of Mad Dog. I just witnessed that time coming down very quickly. Down to under 3/10. J Miles thinks there's another DRS zone. Let's just hang back. Get a good...
Oh, that was so good.
Perfect!
That braking in the turn-in was just amazing there. Oh, Mad Dog a little naughty there, but J-Miles keeps the foot down, goes a little bit in the grass, gets the move down. That exit out of turn 3 was one of the best corners I've ever seen in one of these drivers take.
Was literally perfect. Well done, J Miles.
he's done it multiple times too. Early in the wets, he has pulled it off.
He's got some confidence around here, J Miles. I think that podium's actually helped him out with a bit of confidence too. In the last round.
Now he has a run on the podium too.
You know what's even more interesting now? Look where Oreo is. Right 5/10 off the M-Dog. Ooh!
Oh! Just loses it.
That cost him. I mean, look, so long as he can still bring it within 3/10, he could do a J Miles to Mad Dog, because that was roughly the distance these guys were. M-Dog losing that traction. Oreo not the best traction either, and just allow the M-Dog to get away. So that mistake out of turn 1 has cost Oreo the chance to jump M-Dog. Because
He doesn't actually need to overtake either, because both of them do need to pit again, and M-Dog has a penalty, so
yes,
not necessary.
but that's not the M-Dog is not the aim the A game. A game is I love controller, and the longer he sits behind Oreo knows he's faster than the M-Dog because he's closed down 6.6 seconds really from that debacle in the pit stop to where he is now. There was 6 seconds between the two, and Oreo's closed that gap down. So he knows he's faster than the M-Dog, and the longer he sits here, the more his chances of winning this race begin to disappear. And this is the race he knows he needs to win, considering Wolfman is not here. Looks like M-Dog is disconnected, but I do not believe it for a second. There we go, that corrects itself. Oreo going for it. On the outside.
M-Dog goes defensive, gets the inside line, locks up, goes a little wide, pushes Oreo wide just about enough, but now it's all about a drag race to turn 4, but Oreo does get DRS and M-Dog has to concede the position.
So now, here comes Oreo's race. So he's brought himself back into action. So what can he do from here, is the question. 4.6 seconds to I Love Controller. Now we know both these drivers will need to pit again. However, if he can get himself to lap 24-25, put on a fresh set of softs, I feel like that gap will close down very quickly to I Love Controller, and he may need to react. That gap's already come down a little bit. It's come down by a 1/10. So Oreo still has life in those tires. It's showing J Miles.
But the M-Dog is not going out without a fight here. He is gonna get DRS. Closing in on the back of Oreo.
He is. 4/10
It's
now.
too far back to make a move into turn 3, but he might want to look to get a much better exit. Oreo does go on the inside a little bit. Tightens the corner up for himself, yeah.
Yeah, compromised his turn 3, but he got a
Looks like
decent
his
drive.
exit much better, yeah.
Got a decent drive out of that, and it's put him down to just under 8/10. So long as he can stay out of a second from this sector 2 here now, he'll be in a great shot. So that defensive move, I reckon, cost Oreo maybe 1 to 2 tenths. And this is where Oreo seems to be picking up time, sector 2 and sector 3. As you can see, that time coming down a little bit. But it is also extending due to tire life.
Oreo lost 4 tenths in 1 lap over either controller. So it looks like the softs are starting to drop off a little bit.
They are.
If he pits now, he's going to be about 22 seconds behind either controller. So he has what, 10 laps? 13 laps to bring that back.
Well, he's gained 3/10. It's down to 4.7. So I still think there's some tire life there for Oreo right now, and if he can get it down to 4 seconds, the crucial thing for Oreo will be where he pits and where he comes out. Now he's got J Miles 7.5 seconds behind the M-Dog, so it's roughly about 9 seconds back from Oreo. Mad Dog a further 2 seconds back, so that's 11. He should come out in front.
Mad Dog.
Yeah, he should come out in front of Slydog, who's Slydog's 12 seconds behind Mad Dog. So he'll come out in front of Slydog and then be able to push from there. But it's whether Mad Dog stays on those mediums, because that will cost Oreo time if Mad Dog stays on mediums.
And if either controller stays, I'm pretty sure Mad Dog will too. Cause
Oreo's pitting.
He doesn't.
Oreo speeding.
He is. That's really quick. So I think that's the right decision because he has nothing much to lose. If he doesn't pit, he's just gonna lose even more time. See how his pit stop goes though.
Yeah, M-Dog is in the pits too.
Will this be a Hamilton of Barcelona?
I think these two drivers, Oreo and M-Dog, want to do is fight each other and let either controllers take the checker back for free.
As I was just on board with Zarko. So Zarko, the front-running hard tire driver at the moment. Those hards are beginning to come back into the race because you can see Zarko all over the back of Hokkien right now.
I
So-
think Hawkins fitting.
Oreo out, M-Dog out. So you can see they're 8 seconds behind Mad Dog. Let's see how fast this gap comes down because this will give us a great indication what's going to happen next. I don't imagine J Miles will be too far off a pit stop either. As Hokkien and Alabos in the pit lane right now. Z-Dog is coming. Z-Dog. Sorry, Z-Dog's going past Pei right now on the inside. Pei breaks very late, goes wide. You can see Alabos just coming out of the pits now. This is going to be 3 cars going into turn 3. Potentially, no, not quite. Pei's not close enough to Alabos, but Z-Dog is close enough to Pei to make a move. Z-Dog needs to be a little bit more convincing if he's going to get past Pei, because now Kiwi's going to get him.
I look pits from the lead of the race.
So, now I Love Controller had a bit of room to play with, so that's interesting. It's now how fast Oreo can be. So Z-Dog's lost the place to
I
Kiwi.
think that was really smart from I Love Controller because he realized that even if he pits, there's no way Mad Dog's going to do another 10, 11 laps on the same medium. So he knew that if he wants to make a pit stop now before he starts losing time to Oreo, it had to be the lap right after this so that he prevents the overcut from happening.
You know what? Oreo closed 1.3 seconds in 1 lap to I Love Controller.
Yeah, but that's because of cold tires. So once I Love Controller brings it up to speed now, which would be this is his out lap. So after this, I would think that they should be around equal, or maybe not. You never know.
Well, look, if I Love Controller had probably waited 1 more lap, Oreo would have been just a second up the behind. So good timing for I Love Controller because I don't think he could have waited much longer.
Smart play by him too.
Oreo sets the fastest lap.
That quickly.
While driving, yeah. So that was really good thinking there, and he has closed up so quickly to Mad Dog. Look at that.
Yeah, it's 8/10 now, so I'm assuming Mad Dog will try and go to the end. He may be a sitting duck for a little while.
You're gonna give free DRS to I Love Controller too.
Yeah, I Love Controller. There he goes.
Yeah, I don't think he'll have much of a fight. Lock up a little bit there from I Love Controller, but not much.
Not too bad. As Hyro Slick, Controller burned his tires during qualifier. He had a lot of invalidations. Now that'll be interesting if that's the same set of tires he's got on right now.
But the tire last shows it's 0 laps.
So
it is brand new.
it's a brand new set of tires. Hokkien very close to the back of Z-Dog right now.
Mad Dog pits in.
So Mad Dog's in the pits, which means Oreo becomes the next driver to I Love Controller. Just 4 seconds. On board with Hokkien right now. So this is the closest battle. So Hokkien and the Z-Dog as J Miles puts in the fastest lap. J Miles has had some serious speed over the last couple of weeks. And that goes to show. He's now 1.3 seconds. That gap's closing down all the time to Slydog. Maybe Slydog's thinking of going all the way to the end. I think he knows he's not going to catch the top 5. Maybe a 6th is probably realistic for him. Guackle also probably thinking of going the full way. Zarko is catching Guackle though. But you can see Hokkien so much more pace over the Z-Dog. Those brand new softs to old hards. Big difference.
Yeah, Z-Dog's being held up by Pei too.
Big difference. Zox will probably be only at 5 to 10%.
Flags. We have a dark blue car. Is it Guackle?
It's not
It's
Guackle.
M-Dog.
Oh, that's a real shame. And Mad Dog's going to come at the M-Dog. So we just missed Hokkien. Oh, there's a massive battle going on here. Hokkien, Pei, these guys left, right, and center. Pei's been he's been a rock. He's not moving from his position. Trying to keep a hold of all his defensive lines.
Mouse is sizing up a move on Slydog here. Gets a much better exit. He should be able to get him by turn 4 if he can get his power down right. And he
That's
does.
perfect.
Sticks right behind Slydog. Yep.
You know what? J Miles is on for a second podium in a row.
And he is in podium right now.
That's his third place for J Miles.
Brilliant driving by him.
Yeah,
He
really.
just has to keep composure now, because I don't think he will be able to catch Orion out of controller, but he just has to make sure he doesn't get overtaken, because Slydog will be putting him under pressure now. He just has to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes, because soon enough, Slydog is going to back off because of those tire wear.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be more interesting to see what the Mad Dog can do now. Mad Dog now 9/10 behind M Dog. So, can he get the M Dog? I mean, look, that spin and trip across the grass wouldn't have done any good for M Dog's tires. So, let's see. And Mad Dog also will have fresher tires towards the end. I think by 2 laps. So, we're looking at probably 10% tire wear difference, which is pretty big in the grand scheme of things. Mad Dog down to 5/10 now.
Battle that's going on is Z-Dog and Pay. Very close.
Yeah, on board with these guys now. Pay is... he's not moving at all. Like, Z-Dog's been stuck behind him for...
Yeah, Hawken, by right, should be so much quicker, but he's just not able to find the way past both of them.
Yeah, he's struggling, isn't he, trying to get past. I think but Pay has just been ultimate defensive. Mad Dog also getting close, but Z-Dog right now going for it. Is he going to brake late? He does. Brakes a little bit later. Doesn't have brake himself, and... whoops. Gets the move done. So, that was beautiful. Well done. Mad Dog also getting nice and close to the M-Dog. This is the race Mad Dog needs. After the last race in Monaco, this is the one he needs to use as recovery. He hasn't had a great run, actually, for a little while, ever since his win in Belgium in Season 2.
Goes around the outside into turn 3.
M-Dog's outbraked himself.
M-Dog goes deep.
Very deep. Very, very deep.
M-Dog lost the cool after that spin, because he was in contention for 2nd or 3rd place. But since then, it's just him falling back a little bit. He just has to make sure he doesn't, lose his cool too much more, because Zarko is 20 seconds behind. He could get a free pit stop, try to go for the fastest lap.
Yeah.
But he just has to make sure he doesn't spin again.
Well, actually, Guaco's probably thinking of the fastest lap. He just pit for a new set of softs.
Indeed, but now he's behind Kiwi.
Yes, but look at that one turn, and he's not going to be behind Kiwi no longer. No more. Gone.
It's bye-bye.
You were saying peanuts.
I would say I was.
You think it's delivery?
The delivery delivers a bit more horsepower into it.
Extra.
Definitely a contributing factor.
Extra horsepower.
It's sunny, right? And it's shiny, so he's just trying to blind all the other drivers until they can see.
Hey, he gets a 3-second penalty. So how much?
Did we just commentate him?
We did, just by looking at him.
Oh,
I thought he got another one. It was Albos.
Albos.
Because it was right when he went across that curb. So, man, we can't say nothing about drivers and then we get a commentator curse straight away.
It's always happened. Now the race has watered down a bit. Everyone's getting in their grooves.
Yeah.
Or you. Oh, there's a yellow flag.
I think it's Z-Dog. Z-Dog's lost his front left. Yeah, sorry, Peanuts. Yeah, Z-Dog's lost his front left end plate.
Bugger.
He was in front of Pei, and Pei wasn't exactly directly behind him. So I'm assuming Z-Dog's dropped it on the curb out of turn 1.
No, Pei has pitted. He's pitted for softs.
Yeah, so Pei wasn't even there. So I think Z-Dog has dropped it himself. As Guaco gonna go for the move on Alabos. This would be... I know how much more speed he's gonna have, but it'll be extraordinarily brave, especially on Alabos. So you can
He gets another 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. 2nd time.
Guaco's gone. That's massive. 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. Yeah, the field has, it's kind of died down a bit. You know what? Do you reckon Guaco can close 6 seconds to Zarko?
In 3 laps around this short track, I don't think so.
Alabos is coming back at him though.
Up the inside.
Leaves him the room.
Still
Bit of a
side by
touch.
side.
Ooh.
Contact. Oh, good save from Albos there. It was bound to happen because he was understeering straight into Guaco, and Guaco had no other place to go.
I think I might have an issue. I can't see Alabos.
That is an issue.
Uh,
That is an issue because he's behind him. As, you know what? It's going to be a pain to say, but Slydog has got himself a 3-second time penalty with 3 laps to go.
He had that for a while.
It must be. He just got a new one, so he's down to 9 seconds. Where does that put him? It puts him in 6th. So that's going to really cost him.
but the M-Dog has 6 seconds too.
Ooh.
Or he gets 3 seconds. So yeah, I don't think there's a chance he could catch out of controller now.
No, he's been dropping back over the last couple of laps, unfortunately.
Just looking after getting the car over the line.
You know what? I think Guaco can do it. Guaco's down to 3.9 seconds with 2 laps to go. So in 1 lap, he's closed 2 seconds. You know what? Guaco can do this. I think he can get Zarko for 7th.
Alright, considering 6 just went to 3 point something, yeah, okay. Wow. That's all I can say. And Slidox has been in that medium set of mediums for 22 laps.
He has. He's been doing extraordinarily well.
That's my question.
Peanuts, it's kind of like your little run you had in Tier 1 Season 2. Yeah, here. Literally here.
Zarko or
Slydog.
Slide up 22 laps? Even Zarko's on 24.
Yeah, but they are hard, so they are known to go a little bit further.
Yeah, it's a mega job by him to just carry those tires.
You know what's going to be a shame for Guaco? If he gets Zarko, he's got to pull out 6 seconds on him.
Oh, sorry, Kiwi goes up the inside, thought about it, backs off, never mind. Elbows is starting to struggle a little bit.
On tyre, yeah, the medium's coming back at the softs now, particularly if they're close in tyre wear. Kiwi's gone.
Goes to the inside, brakes later, lock up from both of them, they bang wheels, but it's fine. Doesn't look like there's much damage for either of them, and they continue to fight soon enough. But he does have to, yeah, Dirty Air sign affects him a little bit. Quick Draw gets 3 seconds penalty for multiple warnings, which is what we have been seeing with a lot of the drivers. Around this track especially, it's so easy.
Yeah.
On strict corner cutting.
As Mad Dog we just missed Mad Dog getting Slydog, so Slydog now falling back. But Guaco, oh wow, 3/10, here he is, with 2 laps to go. Gone, Zarko, goodbye. That DRS opened up.
I eat my hat. He did do it.
He didn't even need the lap 36. You know, it's going to come down to how much Guaco can get away, because look, he's got to make some time up, but it's not impossible. It's just improbable.
It's possible, but it's rough and tough.
It's going to take Zarko to make a mistake, honestly.
While we're at it, gotta applaud J Mouse. He has gained 7 places and has been driving stellar so far. Well done to him.
I love Controller, actually. He's not too far away from winning this race. But as you can see, positional change, J Miles, the biggest with M-Dog. Guaco up with 5, the next biggest. So, just on board with I Love Controller, as he's going to cross the line for his first win in OCE Racing League 2. But not only that, the first driver to win in Season 3, other than Wolfman. So he's crossed the line. Oreo did come back with some time to finish 2nd. And Kiwi does get Alabos. We've just missed it. Oh, he's outbroke himself. Alabos has just crept by.
J Mouse tops the podium position.
Yeah, but Elbows does have 6 seconds more penalties than Kiwi.
Yeah,
and
he does.
Guaco is not able to make up 6 seconds.
No, unfortunately.
So far.
Yeah, unfortunately for him. Zarko Ooh, Kiwi spun. Half spin. Where is Zarko
Oh.
actually? Zarko hasn't crossed the line yet. Neither has.
I think he should be
Greco.
safe from. Oh, but he does lose 9th place because he could have been right behind there.
And Zarko
Zarko will.
finishes 7th.
Yeah, just.
Well done.
Guaco did
Job.
extra.
Sorry, Alabaz also spun, I think, after Kiwi. I think they both spun. Because Kiwi jumped him after coming back on the track.
Well, Kiwi gets his 9th place. Alabaz, his debut in the top 10 with 10th. Extraordinary. Literally extraordinary.
And this is only tier 2. Shall see how tier 1 serves us.
Yeah, it's amazing. Look, I tell you what, that rain threw up a bit of a mix at the start.
Definitely caused a bit of a twist between everyone.
It's that Michael Schumacher won the race.
It does, doesn't it? Tycho Hendricks, GG. So it was a good race. It was a great race actually. Nowhere near as intense as Monaco last round, but I'll tell you what, that was a great overtaking, some great respect from all the drivers.
It was similar to Monaco, just without the pileups.
This is true.
And some genius strategies too.
Yeah, definitely. As I Love Controller takes the spoils of the party away from Wolfman finally, since he wasn't here to contest it, but nonetheless, different race winner for tier 2. I Love Controller with a 105.6, so not too bad. Oreo, what could have been? Who knows? After that pit stop, J Miles rounds the podium places. So well done for his 2nd podium in a row. Mad Dog in 4th, M Dog 5th, Sly Dog. Not a bad race from him. I mean, took those mediums as far as possible and got himself a 6th. What could have been for maybe penalties he didn't get. Zarko, well done. He improves on his 10th place. I think it was in Monaco. So into 7th for Austria. Guacal 8th. Kiwi 9th. Alabaz 10th. Hockin 11th. Z-Dog 12th. Pay 13th. Quick Draw 14th. Rayhan 15th. And Shadow in 16th. So these guys here, the only ones to not finish, Rayhan and Shadow, the only retirements. But I think we will
J
move.
Miles started 10th and ended up 3rd.
Yeah, he did. I think we'll also move into the driver interview momentarily as we prepare to get everybody in here. I think we have a few people waiting. So, first up, Dartogs, you want to take it away with as soon as I Love Controller gets in?
Sure.
I think he's in now.
Hello, I Love Controller. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yo, alright, so welcome. That was a very, very good race. Congratulations on your first win.
It was really at the beginning of the race. I was not expecting a victory. I was just I just realized that I should just focus on the driving and forget about the results because it was raining at the beginning and I had absolutely no practice I had in the rain. So and when the race started, also my internet got disconnected. So I was expecting like to be 10th when I came back. Somehow I was still number 1. And Oreo was overtaking me. So then I took over the car and I kept trying hard. But Oreo, I kept on getting closer to Oreo. So then it became. My luck started returning, and then I was number 1 again.
Yeah, that was a really good drive. Yeah, so we saw you disconnect at first, and it took like I think 2 or 3 laps for you to come back. But tell us about your decision to pit on the second pit stop actually, because we saw that Oreo pit a little bit early just to try and get that run on the softs, but you decided to switch from the medium to the softs too.
I was expecting to go full race distance on the medium tires in the beginning, and I was hopeful that they will last. But when I saw that Oreo pitted, then I looked at my my tire wear, and it was like 56%. So I knew that medium tires will not last to the end. So I decided that since I had a 24-second gap to Oreo and I still had some pace advantage, so I decided to pit for soft tires. I decided to not take a risk and get a puncture and quit instant. I decided.
How about for these crossover period from the wet to the dries? Do you think you got it at the right moment, or do you think it could a little bit earlier?
You know what? When I came back from the disconnect and I saw my AI was still driving the car, and there are 5 seconds, 5 lights before you can take over. So my car was turning, and Oreo was right behind me, and he hit my AI car on the first corner, and that I think it got him front wing damage, and when he hit it, he had to replace his front wing, and that gave me the advantage. I think. I came in front of him after the pit stops.
Okay. So, nonetheless, though, I love controller. You still came away with an amazing win. And look, you broke the trend of Wolfman setting win after win after win. So, I assume that gives you a bit of confidence going into the next round. Then, considering you've now got your first win under your belt.
That is a huge confidence booster. I'm very happy with the result.
Awesome stuff. I think we'll move on to Oreo. Peanuts, do you want to have a crack here?
I can give it a try. Oreo,
Hello.
how about you? How you feeling?
Not bad. Bit disappointed with the whole pit stop thing. That was a bit frustrating, but nothing I could do really. But yeah, turn one, it was really weird. As the lights went out, I Love Controller was already into the first corner, and we were all still in the.
I was about to mention that.
It was.
When the race started, he just pulled away, and actually, it happened before. It's a Codemaster thing.
Yeah.
Can't tell anyone about it.
Yeah, obviously.
It's a bit tough, but he disconnected, and you caught up quite quickly.
Yeah.
So
It was pretty good.
well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. How was the strategy for you? As you went from soft to softs, and as controller, he went from mediums to softs, and he had a better run on it.
I mean, first I was thinking, obviously, I was going to do medium to soft, but when I saw the suggested strategy soft to soft, I listened to Jeff, and then also Tiho, who was helping me out. He also helped out a bit with the whole strategy, which was pretty good. But yeah, I was catching up decently after the annoying, after getting stuck in the pits behind the guy. But yeah, unfortunately, I Love Controller. I just had too much pace on the end there.
Yeah, definitely. The getting held up at the pits was unexpected and quite gut-wrenching for you, as we knew you had the neck and neck pace to catch up with the pack, and it's quite unfortunate for you, really.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a bit longer than 3.6 seconds, so I feel like probably you could have. I mean, it's always hindsight's a great thing, but I never knew what was going to happen, so could have been a good thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Still pretty strong from you. Still finished
you.
pretty well. I assume you're gonna come back. Next race, gotta be a bit more stronger.
Hopefully. Got a good run of tracks for me coming up, so that'll be a bit interesting.
Easy.
We wish you the best, and yeah, I'm happy
Thank
for
you.
you again.
Easy, yeah. What could have
Thank you.
been from you, Oreo? Just going on that, I think it was longer than 3.6. I believe it was 7 seconds that you were held in the pit stop. So,
Yeah.
what could have been? But we'll move on to the man, the race voted driver of the day, J Miles. Are you in? You'll be able to talk now if you're able to, if you can see. J Miles, are you there? I'll just invite you to talk again once more. Is he? I don't know if he's there. Let me find out. I just got a quick message in, but I must admit, it was one hell of a race from everyone. So, Oreo, I think the one thing I actually wanted to ask, was Jeff actually helpful?
In that scenario, yeah. I mean, he helped with the with the soft to soft. But yeah, Tiho was a bit more help than Jeff. But yeah, weather was a bit interesting, I might add, at the start. I think Grackle was saying earlier that he likes it when it's soft, when it's wet to dry or dry to wet. So I'm sure he'll be a bit happy about that one.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's better than finishing it off.
Oh yeah.
Just waiting on Jay Miles. He's just struggling to accept the invite to speak. So Jay Miles, you just need to accept. You should have a. You there?
Oh yeah.
There we go. You're finally in. So,
Yeah.
your second podium in a row. How do you feel?
Actually, I'm kind of disappointed because I had early internet issues.
Yes.
Actually,
yes.
I did a quali run. Like when I disconnected, I was like 3.5, 3.6 on but it did register and I didn't have the second run when I got back to the game. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I
you
thought
were.
I had pace to at least fight for the win or at least keep at least close to Oreo and I Love Controller.
Okay. Yeah, you were actually struggling with quite a bit of net issues because I think I'd invited you back into the session about 7 or 8 times, but I suppose that last one kept you in for the rest of the race. So, and in the end, look, still a podium's a podium, and I suppose you can't be too disappointed because you did make up 7 places in the race.
Also, like disconnected halfway through the race.
Yeah,
And
that.
left me. Yeah, I came back with like a yellow wing damage. So, but I didn't want to like change it because I might just go further back. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, at the end of the day, you can't be too disappointed with the 3rd place. Again, that moves you forward in the championship, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, I'm happy that after all that has happened to me, I still got podium. The second thing, second in a row, yeah.
Yes, 2nd in a row, because you had your first one in Monaco, and now Austria, 2nd race in a row that you've got a podium. So it's you're on a two race running streak with podium so far. Do you reckon you can make it a 3rd in Brazil next race?
Probably.
Probably.
I wish.
Go. You wish? Oh, is that's the end? Probably my bad. So, speaking of which, I Love Controller Oreo. How are we feeling about Brazil?
I'm pretty happy. I think I've had a league race there before, but yeah, I'm up. From the short mini championship we had during the break at Brazil's. It's reasonably quick, but I'll never know till next weekend. Is it next weekend?
It is next weekend, the 30th of May.
Easy. Yeah. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yes, true. Yeah, we'll wait and see. I Love Controller. You there? How do you feel about it? No, I don't think he's there. Maybe not.
Might be not there.
Probably AFK, away from the keyboard. So I think we'll finish it up there. Dartags, Peanuts. Your thoughts on this race? To be honest, Peanuts, you can go first if you want.
I'd say very, very interesting, very tough. Great battles from all over the field. I'm honestly happy to see this kind of battles. You know, it shows the quality of the league. All over, pretty clean, nothing too dirty, you know, all fair and square.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to promote this beautiful server.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Dartags, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it was a really, really interesting race considering how different all the strategies were, especially, and how unique it was, because it's not every race that we get a wet to dry transition period too. So yeah, and the driving from all the drivers was generally quite clean, much better than Monaco at least. But yeah, I think it was a very, very good race.
Yeah, I definitely agree with both. So, look, the great part about it was we got to see how creative some people can be. And look, the guys on the hards, they tried, but at the end of the day, just wasn't the tire that wasn't the best tire. And the guys that went from inters to mediums, was probably the best choice. So we got to see, and it gives us Tier 1 drivers, if the same sort of circumstances happen, not help, if the same sort of circumstances happen, it gives us a little bit of insight on what to do, but you never know what will happen, and I highly doubt the circumstances will be the same. If anything, I reckon it'll be the complete opposite, where it's dry and wet finish, so we'll see. We'll see. But I think we'll call it there. With just over an hour to go, Tier 1 will start up. So I need to get myself some dinner, and I need to do some stretching because I've been in this chair for way too long. So I need to get myself prepared for Tier 1. And Peanuts, I'm assuming you're going to probably be doing the same. So Yep. Well, Dart Tags, Peanuts, thank you once again for joining me. Line Up Controller, J Miles and Oreo, thank you for coming and joining us in the comm box for after the race. You guys are in the audience right now, but I know you guys are saying, so thank you for having. But nonetheless, viewers, thank you for, again, it helps with you guys. Our channel can't grow without you guys watching, so thank you so much for sticking around, paying attention, watching the races. It helps so much, so thank you. And we call it there for round 5 at the Austrian Grand Prix for OCE Racing League 2. Tier 1 will start up very, very shortly, so stick around. There's plenty of videos on YouTube to keep up to date with, so catch you soon.